What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy, Jared. Y'all, shout out to all the new subs. Good God, good God. Your boys over here are just doing videos and working and clowning and shit. And we all know we got those clowns out there that's going to do good work. Yes, Lord. Today we're going to be reviewing a video from Kendra G. Shout out to the sister. She keeps bringing the fucking content. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. These people are crazy that keep coming on her damn show. And I'm going to keep roasting the hell out of them. Now, today we got a woman that's kind of built a little wrong and got a lot of tattoos. So, yeah, we gonna take a little look-see over here. And, ladies, with all due respect, a lot of guys do not like women with a lot of tattoos. So, let's watch this hot mess.
Hi, how are you?
Good, you ready?
I am. Let's do it.
Veronica, where are you calling us from? Your name is Veronica, correct?
Yeah, it is. I didn't realize I was going to put my whole government up here.
Well, it just says Veronica. It doesn't say your last name.
All right. Oh, I'm in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm in Greenville. Whatever that come out of this woman's mouth, we don't accept. If she talk about her whole government name, ma'am, it literally says Veronica at the bottom of your screen. You can see that shit right now. Here we go with the dumbass comments already. Here we go.
Jesus Columbia, South Carolina. How old are you, love?
I'm going to be 43 next week.
Okay, 43. So you are Aquarius or Pisces?
Pisces for sure.
Pisces. What you do for a living, mama?
I'm a registered nurse. I work from home and I run a media business as well.
Okay, so you're RN?
Mm-hmm.
And you run a media business. Do you have any children?
I do. I have two boys.
Two boys. How old are your boys? Huh?
17 and 10.
17 and 10. Are they both by the same man?
No, they're not. Two different relationships.
Okay, two men. Have you ever been married?
I have, yeah. Divorced.
When did you get to say again, honey?
I'm divorced.
Divorced. When did you get divorced?
Last June 2023.
Last year. Okay, last year. All right, let's get into it. So we got Veronica, South Carolina, 43, Pisces, an RN, and also owns her own media business. Mine are two boys, married once, got divorced last year. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I think somebody who wants, I guess, not traditional. So somebody who understands, like, let's be friends first and let things unfold organically. Somebody who's not trying to just meet me and then have sex on the first date, because that's what I'm running into is men, like, they take you on one date and then it's like, by then they're like, okay, are you ready to get married? They're ready to just jump everything, like instant made family. So it's like, I just really want somebody who wants to just have fun. Let's have fun. Let's be friends. Let's figure out if we just vibe, our principles in line, our long-term goals, are they in alignment? And let's just let things unfold organically. But
You just said all that bullshit just to fucking come out your mouth and say, I want a traditional man. Let me rewind this bullshit again. Hold up. No. Get your dumb ass back here. Hold up. Say this shit again.
I think somebody who wants, I guess, not traditional.
Watch this bullshit that just came out her fucking mouth.
I think somebody who wants, I guess, not traditional. So somebody who understands, like, let's be friends first and let things unfold organically. Somebody who's not trying to just meet me and then have sex on the first date, because that's what I'm running into is men, like, they take you on one date and then it's like, by then they're like, okay, are you ready to get married? They're ready to just jump everything, like instant made family.
Everything you just fucking said literally said traditional. You don't want a man, you want to start off as friends first and then build organically. That's traditionalism, dumbass. You know, y'all love to spit out these fucking words and then Then down the line, you be over here looking like, oh damn, that's what I was wanting. I was wanting traditional. How about this? Shut your ass up and say what you want. Because 9 times out of 10, you gonna say you want a traditional man, but y'all not even traditional, ma'am. The reason why you're attracting men that just want you for fucking playtime is because look at your arms, look at your shoulders. Look, you probably got a lot of chest tattoos too. Go fucking figure.
So it's like I just really want somebody who wants to just have fun. Let's have fun. Let's be friends. Let's figure out if we just vibe. Our principles in line. Our long-term goals, are they in alignment? And let's just let things unfold organically. But
Ma'am, you are 43 fucking years old with 2 kids by 2 different men with one marriage that you got divorced from last year. Like, you already are not a traditional woman as it is. And all the tattoos, you definitely not your fucking traditional. So what the fuck are you talking about?
the problem I'm running into is everybody just wants to just get into something serious so quickly.
Clap your cheeks.
And so
Yeah,
I
well,
know that's
I
a little
think that's.
weird.
Go ahead, say it again, honey.
I know that's a little weird because most people are probably like, well, girl, that's what we want. But I just feel like it's a little bit of love bombing. So it's like, can we just take our time and have fun?
Come traditional looking, act traditional, be traditional. You'll get a traditional man. Come with a lot of tattoos, come with a lot of bullshit coming out your mouth and saying all this stuff. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get somebody that's just gonna be trash.
Yes, I think with the sex equation, I think it's because sex is so easy to obtain these days that men almost, like you're right. You shouldn't feel like after you took me on a nice dinner, the next day I'm gonna have sex with you. But that's gonna be for women like yourself and others to start laying down the ground rules of how to date again. When women give up sex so easily, men just like, well, the last girl I dated slept with me, so that's where it be coming from. But no, I hear you, girlfriend. So what's your deal breakers?
Deal breakers for me are bad hygiene. You run into that a lot, believe it or not. So poor hygiene, somebody whose principles, like just and morals, don't align with mine, because I'm not going to compromise on that. Like you had a fellow on earlier on IG who said he doesn't like his women who eat bacon. So like I wouldn't date him because it's like, all right, I like bacon. So later on in the honeymoon phase, everything might be cool. You're saying like it's okay, you could do that. But later on, when I start getting on your nerves, that could be something that ends up being a deal breaker. So if we're not in alignment with those things right away, I'm just not even gonna compromise if I know that doesn't work for me. If that makes sense. So poor hygiene. If we're just not in alignment with things that we just vibe on, that's a deal breaker for me. And I think again, somebody who's like hypersexual, because that's a big problem now. It's like people are just that's the first thing that comes to people's minds. So those are my deal breakers.
Okay,
Like I will
okay.
leave a date and block you immediately after that.
After what?
Like you bring up we're on a date and everything is great, the vibe is going good, conversation is great, and then they say something stupid like, I don't know, you're eating something or the way that you grab your drink, and they like, damn, you got a really nice mouth. And it's like, what that mouth do? Okay, we gonna stop the date right then. Well, I'm gonna finish it. I'm not gonna be a jerk. We're gonna finish it. I'm gonna just let you know. I'm gonna check you and let you know, stay in your place nicely. But after that, if you continue like hypersexualizing everything, after the date is over, I'm just gonna let you know we're just like, I really wasn't feeling it. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a good night, but chemistry's not there and we're done, and I'm blocking you and moving on.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I understand where you're coming from, but there's a certain way you're supposed to carry yourself. That's the honest truth. That's the way you're supposed to carry yourself.
If a man asks me what my mouth do on a date, I'm getting up and I'm walking out. And
And
he
so,
gonna
and I
see
was
what my
seeing some of
legs
the
do.
comments, right? Because people always got something to say. So people are like, oh, it's the felon tats, the this, the that. Like maybe it might be the vibe you giving. I don't care if I showed up with pasties on my nipples and a thong. It still doesn't give you the right to sexualize me. If I didn't, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
showing
disagree
up and
with
I'm
that. If
dressed.
you show, well,
These are
I
your
will say
comments.
this, not listen. No, hold up. Not necessarily the tattoos, and we will get to that because I see a lot of people with tattoos. But no, if a woman showed up to a date with pasties and her ass out, and then if a guy said to her, "What that mouth do?" Yes, it's disrespectful, but that is the way you were dressed. You have to. I mean, women, we do got to take accountability of how we present, right? So yes, it's wrong, but if you showed up with a pasties, just pasties and your ass out, you should expect a man to say, "What does that mouth do?" Now, if you didn't show up that way, or nor you act that way, if a man said that to me, I'm not, I'm out. I am standing up and I'm walking out, and it would be for him to figure out why the date ended. But I do want to talk about your tattoos. A lot of people in your tattoos are talking about your tattoos. So, what do you feel about, I guess, the cousin's perception of your tattoos?
I personally feel like it's everybody's preference. So some people like to do wild hairstyles. Some people like to dress like you had the gentleman on earlier that was kind of a little outlandish with his dress. I mean, it's everybody's preference, but it certainly doesn't define who I am. I'm still a professional woman. I own my own home. My kids go to private school. When I'm at work, people who work with me have no idea that I have tattoos, that I ride a motorcycle, any of those things. They don't know that about me because when I'm at work, I'm completely professional. I know how to separate the two. So who I am outside of work and my preferences is not who I am at work. Hey son, how are you? It's not who I am. So that doesn't define who I am. I mean, it's preference. Some people love them, some people don't. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not.
Fair enough. I mean, yes, there are a group of men because I've had heard men say they have a no tattoo policy. So you're right. There are going to be some men that will automatically be turned off by it, though. But I think you don't mind. You don't want that man anyways.
It doesn't. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't have a problem at all getting men to approach me or ask me on dates or anything. It's finding a quality of men. There's no issue with the quantity. It's the certain type and the quality. So, I
Well,
mean, but
but
you'd be
okay. So I
surprised how
want you to
many
hear what you
professional
just said,
men.
though. So Veronica, I want you to hear what you just said. You have no problem with the quantity. It's the quality. So what you have to accept is the type of man you want, you're not attracted. This is what you're saying.
One of them. But I think so. I've worked in a hospital where I work with like neurosurgeons, cardiovascular surgeons, and they're completely covered.
Ma'am, I don't want to say you're too stupid to actually understand what you're saying, but you're too stupid to understand what you're saying. You are literally attracting a certain type of man because of the way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself. That's what Kendra is trying to tell you. But she's trying to tell you in a nice way. I'm just not gonna give a fuck and tell you what it really is. You're attracting niggas that ain't worth the damn because of the way the way you are being perceived. You got a hard look. You have a hard look about yourself. You have a lot of tattoos. You said you ride a Harley. Shoot, hey, a woman that rides a bike, shit, hey, that's all you. Hey, shit. I don't ride bikes, but damn it, if a woman ride a bike, shit, I mean, we got to see what she's talking about. But still, it's the way you're being portrayed out in public. You're saying that your coworkers don't know that you have a lot of tattoos or that you drive a Harley. That don't mean shit. You're not trying to date your coworkers. You're trying to find somebody that actually wants to respect you. But the problem is, you can't find that because of the way you look. And what I'm starting to get a sense of is the way you act is also attracting these type of dudes too.
And tattoos. So I think a tattoo doesn't say the type of person that you are or aren't. So, I mean, if somebody's bothered with something as small as a tattoo, then we're not even going to say anywhere. Our minds don't even think the same.
It's not a small tattoo. You literally have both of your arms covered and you have your chest covered. Those aren't small tattoos. What a lot of y'all have to realize is when you have tattoos, it symbolizes something. It's a symbol. It's a symbolization of what you think or what you how you perceive life. Certain tribes, certain groups have tribal tattoos like Samoans. Some Hawaiians have a lot of tribal tattoos. A tattoo is a representation of you. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, his tattoo represents his life story. His sleeve represents his life story. You have to understand that all these different tattoos mean something. And by the look of it, some of your tattoos are kind of a little bit rough. And it looks like you have a Day of the Dead tattoo on your left arm. So that's what I'm just saying.
So, like, if you had a sixth toe, I'm not gonna knock you out because you have a sixth toe. Like, it just is what it is. But that's okay. We're not in alignment. Again, that person is not in alignment with me, so therefore we're good. Let's just keep it pushing on to the next.
Okay. Well, I mean, all I wanted to do was for you to bring awareness of what you realized yourself. Like, all the men that you are attracting are not the men that you desire, but the men that you desire, because you're saying you're lacking the quality. And I'm not saying it's the tattoos is the reason. I will say the men that a lot of you guys describe have been on my show, and some of them have had a no tattoo. They didn't want women with tattoos. But I cannot say that that is the reason why you're not attracting all men that you perceive to be quality.
No, I'm attracting quality men, but I said my first issue I said I was having was going on the dates is nobody wants to let things just unfold organically. It's like date one, and it's like, okay, so where do you see us going now? And then it's like immediately let's move into relationship. By date three, they're ready to just lock things down. And I get that at this age where we are, most of us have been married or divorced, and people are just ready to just move on. So the issue I'm having is like just let things unfold. Just let's not rush things, just get to know one another and see where things go. Because I think when you start to push things or you have an expectation or a perception of what something should be, you start to settle for things. You start to overlook red flags and you start to accept things that you wouldn't normally accept if you just stood back and took the time and just let things unfold naturally.
Fair
A lot
enough.
of people end
Now,
up in relationships and be unhappy because of that.
fair enough. Now, I could have heard you wrong. We will move on, but I could have swore you said you don't have a quantities problem, you have a quality problem. That's what I thought you said.
Initially when I came on, I was talking about how quickly people want to be in a relationship. You said, what type of man are you looking for? And I said, well, one who wants to be friends first, want to have fun, be friends, and let things unfold organically.
No, 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 no.
That's
I'm
the
not
issue
talking
I'm
about
running
that
into.
part. I'm not talking about that part. Let's be clear. You said, Kendra, I want to be clear. I don't have a quantity problem. Plenty of men are trying to date me. It's the quality.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this, I don't have a problem at all getting men to approach me or ask me on dates or anything. It's finding a quality of men. There's no issue with the quantity. It's the certain type and the quality. So
God damn. So Kendra literally just showed the replay. She literally contradicted herself in literally 5 minutes. 5 minutes she contradicted the fuck out of herself. Ma'am, let's just face it. You ain't got your shit together. What's coming out your mouth ain't what you want. Now let's keep it a buck. What's coming out of your mouth ain't exactly what you want. And it's fine for you to say that. I mean, just be honest with it. Just be honest about it. Because a lot of y'all say this stuff and then y'all don't remember what y'all say in the next 5 minutes. So, yeah.
That's what you said. We're
well,
going to move forward,
I
but
did
that's what
say,
you
yeah.
said.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, we're going to keep going. All right. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
No.
No. You don't care how he looks?
No, not necessarily, because I mean, no, not at all.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
He doesn't have to make a certain amount of money, but I'm not doing build a bear. I'm not doing at this age. I'm going to be 43. I'm dating somebody who's my age, so you should have already had some sort of something established. So you can't still be trying to be a rapper or whatever, just starting your career, or you have all these dreams and hoping that somebody's going to help you get there. So at least have yourself somewhat established.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's do the Kendra Cam, Veronica.
I do want to preface that I was in pajamas. I just got out of the shower and I was in pajamas, but okay. Well, I didn't say pajamas, but what?
All your tattoos are real? Oh, you have a lot
They
of
are.
tattoos.
Yeah, they are all real.
Okay, you have a nice you have a nice body. How many tattoos do you have?
42.
She got, wait,
42.
ma'am, you got 42 tattoos and you're talking about somebody need to take you serious? What the hell? We living in a fucking damn Marvel. Come get your people. I'm done. Disney, I'm done with this fantasy that y'all got us going through.
Okay, So, Veronica, when was your last relationship?
Last last year, last June.
Last year,
Well, that
last
was the
June.
end of it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because you was married, correct?
Right. But you know, when if you've been through a divorce, you know that the
I
relationship is
never
over
been through a
long before the
divorce.
actual. Okay. Well, or any relationship or breakup, usually the relationship is over long before you actually, break up, especially in a marriage. It's usually over way before it's actually finalized and everything. So,
Okay, okay. So you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's. Oh, was that? Oh, that was a while ago. All right. What are three flaws you have to work on when it comes to a relationship?
Kendra, New Year's Eve was only 40 days ago. You acting like it was a damn year ago. What the hell?
Things I could do better on is I think being really over understanding people too much and being caring, giving too much. So when somebody's not matching energy, still giving 110%. So I struggle with um, I don't know how to give any less. So it's like you getting all of me and the best of me. So giving and then giving too much for people who aren't deserving, and then um, yeah, probably tolerance and patience. Just really kind of being more understanding and being tolerant of people.
Okay. I have a couple of paid questions for you. You ready for them?
Okay.
Okay. Let's start with um, L double I be paying to ask everybody questions, child. He said this. I think it's a guy. He
I do
said,
want to answer this real quick though. You could tell this is my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. Everything matches, and you could tell. And if you can go look at my social media, and you can tell I've been like this all my life. I'm Afro Latina, and if y'all know, Latin women and Black women are naturally built this way. So yeah,
okay. So anybody that had concerns about her body, it is authentic. She's never had no body surgery. This is the body. She got it from her mama and her daddy.
my mama on my social media, you can see her too. Miss Olivia was a hottie in her day too. So and still is at 63.
Not the mama is a hottie too. Okay, here we go, honey. Um, Wait, where was okay? This one. L double I. L double I sent money to say how you look attract the guys you get. And most men have tattoos, but we really don't want to marry a woman that looks like us, respectfully so. So you was married. Did your last husband have tattoos?
He only had like two when we met, but he ended up getting a whole lot more while we were married.
Okay, okay. Um, HV Pookie said, quality men are men who know what they want and go after it. Like the men, she said, wants to move faster. I think she is confused. So I guess he was saying how you said earlier there were some men that wanted to move faster, but then you wanted to move slow.
I'm not confused. I'm very clear about that. I still feel like we've only been on 3 dates, and by 3 dates, you're already wanting to be monogamous. We still don't know one another. We can still continue to date and get to know each other, but we don't have to lock things down. I get that, like he says, men know what they want. They want to be able to, they know what they want and they're ready to move forward. Great, I get that. But we don't have to lock things down. We can just say, hey, we're choosing to continue to spend time and get to know one another. But yeah, I don't feel like I'm confused about it. It's very clear for me. I understand exactly.
Ma'am, you're not clear on anything you're saying. You just said that you wanted. You said a while ago. You said you wanted a man that's gonna take you serious. You want a man that's gonna start off being friends and that can grow into something more. You want to find somebody that's gonna take you serious in a sense. You just literally contradicted the hell out of yourself without even realizing it. None of the shit that's coming out of your mouth is the same. You're contradicting yourself every fucking 5 minutes. Hell, every 2 minutes if you want me to be completely honest.
What I'm looking for, but if it doesn't work for them, it doesn't work. I've been on dates
So
with
I'm assuming that that guy that wants to lock things down, do you like him back?
Yeah, I actually went on a date a couple of weeks ago with a fellow who was really nice. He was an attractive guy. The date was great. We had a really great time. Everything flowed really well. But he was moving too fast. He was like, listen, I really could see myself being with you, that kind of thing, all of this stuff. And I just was like, well, hey, let's just take our time. Let's just be friends first. And he said to me, I have enough friends. I don't need another lady friend. Either you want to be, move forward as my woman, or there's really no need for us to keep in touch. And I said, well, I respect that. And that's not where I am now. I really would like to get to know you a little more. So we parted ways that day, even though the date went great and everything was well. We weren't in alignment with where we
Wow,
wanted to
that's
go with it.
interesting. Well, that's interesting. I feel like I guess it goes both ways. There's some women who are like, these guys don't want to commit, and all they want to do is date and string you along, and that irritates them. You're saying the opposite to be true.
So you had a man that you was dating, and you said we can still be friends and we continue going on the dates. Hold, let me rewind that just to be completely sure. Okay, so right here.
I'm not confused. I'm very clear about that. I still feel like monogamous. We still don't know one another. We can still continue to date and get to know each other, but we don't have to lock things down. I get that, like he said, men know what they want. They want to be able to, they know what they want and they're ready to move forward. Great, I get that. But we don't have to lock things down. We can just say, hey, we're choosing to continue to spend time and get to know one another. But yeah, I don't feel like I'm confused about it. It's very clear for me. I understand exactly what I'm looking for.
So basically, you're looking for a man to basically just take you on dates, but not take you. You're not taking it serious. So you're expecting a man just to constantly keep spending money on you, constantly spend money on you, and you think that that's okay. But then you find a man that's willing to take you serious enough to actually date you, and saying, I got enough friends. If you don't want to be my woman, then we don't have no need to further communicate. That's him setting a boundary of either we can be together or we just don't talk at all. Because he's making it clear. Not gonna allow you to put me into the position of just being the foodie date. That's what he's saying.
But if it doesn't work for them, it doesn't work. I've been on dates
So
with
I'm assuming that that guy that wants to lock things down, do you like him back?
yeah, I actually went on a date a couple of weeks ago with a fellow who was really nice. He was an attractive guy. The date was great. We had a really great time. Everything flowed really well. But he was moving too fast. He was like, listen, I really could see myself being with you, that kind of thing, all of this stuff. And I just was like, well, hey, let's just take our time. Let's just be friends first. And he said to me, I have enough friends. I don't need another lady friend. Either you want to be, move forward as my woman, or there's really no need for us to keep in touch. And I said, well, I respect that. And that's not where I am now. I really would like to get to know you a little more. So we parted ways that day, even though.
So he set a clear boundary that he's not going to accept. And you said, okay, so now you're on Kendra G's show looking for a man that's going to take you serious. Well, you had a man that wasn't going to take you serious. Well, that was going to take you serious, and you didn't take him serious. So in a sense, you don't know what the fuck you want. You just on here just to bullshit around.
The date went great and everything was well. We weren't in alignment with where we
Wow,
wanted to
that's
go with it.
interesting. Well, that's interesting. I feel like I guess it goes both ways. There's some women who are like, these guys don't want to commit, and all they want to do is date and string you along, and that irritates them. You're saying the opposite to be true. This guy who you actually did like was ready to lock it down, but you didn't want to lock it down.
Right, right. I mean, it's not that it's just a timing thing. Like, I'm not ready to just rush right in. But I understand what he's saying. A lot of men by this time, and y'all gonna probably be mad, but by this time, a lot of men they already used and abused. Y'all done lied and cheated and did all this stuff and got all that out y'all system. And now you're ready. You know exactly what you want. Now you're ready to move forward with that. That's the majority of the men. Then you do have that small group who have never been married, don't have any children. Those are the unicorns in the group that are doing really well, like the fella that you had on right before, that are doing really well. They never, all of those things. So they check off all of those boxes. They know exactly what they want because now they're getting later in life and they want it. And that's what why I don't go after those is I don't want any more children. My children, I travel a whole lot. My children are older. My oldest just came in from work now. He does his thing. He's independent. I'm not about to have nobody else's children, and I don't want to play stepmom to no young kids. So those men, those younger, that 38, kind of 37, 38, 39, 40, that don't have any kids and never been married, that's what they're looking for. They want to lock somebody down and be married and have children. That's not me. I don't want to do that. So that eliminates a whole group of guys out.
So Veronica, respectfully, so now I'm confused because I feel like you talked about three types of men, and none of them are the ones you want. You don't want the guy and I agree with this guy, the one that's like, what your mouth do, that's disrespectful, trying to have sex with you fast. So you don't want that guy. You don't want the guy who you actually like, but is ready to be in a relationship. You don't want a man that's younger. So what is the ideal man? Because now I'm confused. Like, who would be the perfect type of guy for you then?
It's not that I wouldn't date a younger guy. What I'm saying is the guy who's never been married and wants kids, I'm not willing to have children. I don't want to have any more children. So I wouldn't date him because, and then there's those guys who would say, oh, that's okay. If I have kids, fine. If I don't. But what ends up happening is 2 years down the road, now you're resentful because you didn't have children and you spent all this time with me and you could have married someone and had children with them. So I'm not going to take that away from you when you know that you want children. So it's not that I
Okay,
wouldn't
no,
date
I
a
get
younger
that.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah. If you've
Okay.
never been
Gotcha.
married and you don't have children, I wouldn't date you. I don't think that's fair. I mean, I've lived my life. You haven't.
That's fair. Okay,
So,
I
yeah,
understand
I'm
that.
not trying to, yeah, I don't want to
I
confuse you.
understand that now. Now that we explain it more, you don't want to have any more kids. So if a guy doesn't have kids, you obviously wouldn't be the guy, excuse me, the woman for him. I get that. All right. Veronica, what is the age range you want to date? You're 43.
38 to 55, probably somewhere around there.
Okay. 55. Should he be in South Carolina?
No, not necessarily. I travel a lot.
Okay. Now why would a guy be lucky to be with you, honey?
I think that every person, every relationship I've been in, every ex, we're still really good friends. I think that I have been a really good asset in their life and have really helped to elevate them. It's one of my skill sets. So they all have built businesses, helped them build really good businesses. They've all been successful. So I think that there is a lot that I bring to that. We've done a lot of growth and things together. So I just think that I would be a great enhancement in their life as a friend, as a partner, as many things. So
Okay.
I just know
This
how
is
to
a
make it
female. This is a female. This is not a guy. So Alicia V spent money to say, girl, you're in your 40s. You'll be 80 and still single. You shouldn't be as picky as you are, especially since you like the guy you went on a date with.
You know, it's bad when the comment section got more sense than her ass. At this point, you might as well just buy a dog and die the fuck alone. Cause shit, y'all over here complaining about what men be saying and shit. This is y'all representation. This woman got no clear direction at 40. How's that a 25-year-old got more sense, more common damn sense than this broad? You only get older. So what the hell you think gonna happen? You just say it. Just say it. You still want to ride the Dingaling carousel? Just go ahead and say it. You want to ride the Dingaling carousel. You want to be out here getting all the pipe. You want to get your plumbing fixed all the time. Just say it. Stop trying to beat around the fucking bush. That's the problem. Y'all beat around the fucking bush and then you confuse the shit out of everybody. And then y'all get mad when people be like, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay, that's her opinion.
That's your opinion, Alicia.
That's her
Can I ask
opinion,
you
and I
something?
feel and I feel like I don't have to settle. Like there is, I feel like I don't have to. I don't have to accept it. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm aging, I'm this, I'm that. People meet somebody in their 60s and fall in love and be married. I don't have to just settle for somebody.
Ma'am, when you hit 50, them damn tattoos is gonna droop like the damn skin on the back of Michael Jordan's head. Stop it. That skin is gonna droop like Betty damn Boop did in the 1960s. Stop it.
or accept something that I'm not ready for just because I feel like there's a clock that's ticking. I don't have to do that. I come with my own everything. So I'm looking for somebody who's going to enhance my life, whose life is in alignment with mine. They want to travel, they want to do the same things that I want to do, and they understand how important it is to really be like spiritual partners first, to understand each other on a soul level before it is like before anything else. So I'm
So I
looking
guess
for a
that's
different
why
type
I
of
asked.
person.
Right. Well, this is where I think we're all confused because we thought the way you described it, you said the guy that was trying to lock you down, you really liked him. You liked him back. And that's why I said, well, you must not like the men that want to lock you down. But then you said, no, I did like him, but he wanted to lock me down too fast. So, and then now you're saying you shouldn't have to settle. So is it more fair to say that
I think that's unfair after a first date to say, well, if you're not ready
you
to
said
be
it was
my
three
woman.
dates? You said it
No,
was
no,
three
no, no,
dates.
no. That was the first date. That was the very first date. That was the very first date we had went on. We had only spoken for a month, video, face chat, and that type of thing. For
Bitch, you literally said it was fucking 3 dates in, and he said that he was wanting to lock you down. Oh my god, you getting on my motherfucking nerves now.
about a month before we went on our first date. We went on our first date. It was a great first date. We had a good time. And then after that, it was like, hey, well, what are we doing? What do you want? What's our next step? And I'm like, well, let's continue to be friends and see how things unfold. And he was like, I don't want another friend. So yeah, I don't think that that's fair to give me an ultimatum on the after the first date. Either be my woman, or if not, I don't need another friend.
You know what? I'ma just fucking say it, bitch. I wouldn't want a fucking friend like you either. Because honestly, you just a damn shut up, Jared. You a goddamn slap down. That's all you are. You are a slap fucking down. And you can't even make up your goddamn mind what the fuck you want. Now you pissing me the fuck off.
Well, listen, I agree to that too. I
I
thought
don't.
you said it was after the third date. So maybe
First
I
date.
heard you wrong. Oh, they're saying no, you did say 3 dates.
Exactly. She the bitch lying out of the side of her motherfucking teeth.
Because I would
No,
agree
I
after
was
the first they're
I'm
saying
not
no, you
not
definitely
that
said the third
not in
date.
that situation. I was talking about like I was talking in different situations when you date, like after the first, second, or third date. I was talking about that.
No,
But
but
this
okay, hold
particular
on,
date was the
Veronica.
first date.
Veronica, hold on. But we're
So now we done caught your ass in a lie. Now you want to fucking back that piggyback off of what you were saying. Talk about no, I want to talk about that date. I want to talk about that situation. I'll talk about another situation. You coming up with every motherfucking thing in the damn. You coming up with everything in the damn world just to fucking make your damn point. Stop. This is what men get pissed off with. Stop moving the fucking goalposts because a lot of you broads can't keep that shit together. We know y'all all over the fucking place. We know all that already. You are all over the fucking place, and you over here talking about you want a man that's gonna take you serious. I wouldn't take you serious because you don't even know what the hell you want. You don't know what the hell you fucking want, and you over here talking about you want a man that's. Ooh, bitch, you got me fucked up.
talking specifically about the example because we went from quantity, and then you said you have quality options, and then in one of the quality options you said after the third date he was ready to lock it down and you were not. So that's what that lady is responding to. Now you're saying, I think everyone agrees after the first date someone trying to lock you down, yes, we could agree to that. But that's why I said this guy after the third date, did you like him? Because most women, if they really like a guy after the third date, they would be excited that he's ready to just be committed and see where it goes. So,
Well, this
I mean,
particular
either
guy,
we
I'm
all
sorry, I
heard
didn't
you
mean to
wrong,
confuse you.
or
Yeah,
maybe
I
we
didn't mean to
all
confuse
heard
you.
you
This
wrong.
particular guy was just one. It was one date. We didn't make it to a third date. It was just one date because I got placed with the ultimatum of either you're my girl or not. So
So,
we
what
didn't
was
make
the
it to a
guy
third
that
date.
happened after 3 dates?
I didn't say that I went on a date with the three guy. I think I was saying that like I was giving an example of like one dates or after 3 dates. I'm like, oh, after 3 dates, they're ready to make you their girl. I wasn't talking about specifically about him. I was just saying in general that men after a couple of dates, they're ready to just be like completely monogamous and want to lock you down and ready to talk about marriage.
Oh my god, bitch! You don't know what the fuck you want. You know what? Matter of fact, let me let this last bit play.
Okay.
I'm not confused. I'm very clear about that. I still feel like we've only been on 3 dates, and by 3 dates, you're already wanting to be monogamous. We still don't know one another. We can still continue to date and get to know each other, but we don't have to lock things down. I get that, like he says, men know what they want. They want to be able to. They know what they want, and they're ready to move forward. Great, I get that. But we don't have to. We don't have to lock things down. We can just say, "Hey, we're choosing to continue to spend time and get to know one another." But yeah, I don't. I don't feel like I'm confused about it. It's very clear for me. I understand exactly what I'm looking for. But if it doesn't work for them, it doesn't work.
All right. And you
You know what? You know it's bad when Kendra has to literally replay the entire fucking section where she said that bullshit and insert it in the video. You know it's bad when somebody has to do that because you can't keep your fucking lie straight. You know it's bad. So here we go with a woman that don't know what the fuck she want, and she keeps backtracking on what everything she fucking says because she can't remember the damn lie she told in the first fucking place. Now she over here talking about all this, and Kendra literally played the fucking shit twice. At this point, bro, you might as well just shut the hell up because there ain't nobody taking your ass serious. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, y'all. What? Boy, y'all got me fucked up. I'll catch y'all guys later. Bye, guys.